Welcome to the Chop Shop.
Welcome.
We've done about 4 or 5 intros, just workshopping, trying to get this started. So we'll keep it short. I'm Aaron, co-host here, Damon.
Also co-host.
Bears fan. Been watching football for regularly about 8 years now.
And I'm a Chargers fan. You'll probably never see that. But but I've been heavily watching for going 10 years.
Mhm.
I've been in for a while. I kind of faded away from it. So I know a little bit, but yeah, I've been pretty into it for a while. We're going to discuss tons of sports here probably. We're going to give Aaron a good 5 to 10 minutes to bitch about the Cubs every day. And
cut that because we're cheering today.
Oh, are we up?
Cubs clinched the
up?
playoffs for the
Let's
first time
fucking
since
go.
2020, baby.
Go Cubs,
Yeah.
go! Hey, Chicago!
Very quick little thing on that. Very excited. There's been a slump the last couple months-ish, but really sick to see them back playing baseball in October. Nowhere but up. I mean, it's a wild card spot, but I mean, we've seen crazier things.
Hey man, that's why you get to the dance and then you dance.
Exactly.
But I love the Cubs. I was born bleeding Cubby blue. I'm just not that into baseball. Not as much as I played baseball a lot, and I just don't really follow it. So I'll always root for the Cubs, but I'm not gonna follow them.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm a bandwagon Thunder fan.
Oh, yeah.
Not really. I got into them just early enough.
Just early enough.
Nobody will believe me though, so I'm just
You have to
gonna
own the
own it.
bandwagon.
It's all right. I've been a fan 3 years. This championship meant nothing. We are actually living here in Indianapolis, and I had the worst time rooting for my team. Nobody liked me, but
yeah.
anyway, we've done a few of these, so we're just trying to get into the groove of things, and let's get into the groove of things. We're here in week 2. It's a little late, but it's almost better. We don't get the week 1 overreactions like some people would do on week 1.
And we kind of overreacted week 1 a little bit. We didn't actually even,
I mean, we all do.
Yeah, we didn't even do an official recording because we've both been a little bit busy.
Yeah.
But I think we talked enough
Tampa.
about. Yeah.
Go Bucks.
We talked enough about week 1 to where, I mean, I actually didn't overreact the way I thought I was going to after the outcome of the Bears game.
There wasn't that many surprising stories in week 1.
Not
It was
really.
can you think of anything that was that shocking? Usually there's a
I-
couple games that swing like you get a Rodgers disaster class or something, but there wasn't that much spectacular in week 1 anyway.
I want to say that the Bears collapse was surprising, but it wasn't. I know better
It
than
was
to say
just
that.
due earlier on.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
I would actually, from week 1, the one thing I would say was very surprising was that Steelers and Jets game. That was actually
Dude.
I
I can't believe the fall off on week 2 from both of those teams. I thought
both.
everyone was so sure that it was just no, these offenses are just good behind washed Aaron Rodgers and whatever Justin Fields is. And then
It's so funny too because and from my side of the fence, being a Bears fan, we saw the fans saying,
I'm sure they loved that.
On week 1, it was oh my God, we never should have gotten rid of Justin Fields
Why
because
did
he's
we
up
get
here.
rid of this guy?
And Caleb's right here. And then week 2 comes and he goes 3 for 11 and gets injured. And then Justin Fields is down here and Caleb's still right here. I'll take right
He's
here.
we'll take the year 2 climb.
Yeah, he's not losing the game. Justin Fields, I feel kind of played a part in it.
My biggest takeaway from week 1 is fuck the Chiefs. Chargers better.
Yeah.
Not
forever.
really, but forever. I'll try not to hate too much.
Hey
But
man,
it's gonna come out.
it was in Brazil.
Yeah, a big
neutral
primetime
side.
game. Madison Beer was watching.
Yeah, that was absolutely a Chiefs home game, by the way.
It wasn't. I mean, it was. It sucks, but they're just yeah, nobody cares. We'll make this a Chargers home game. I see you, NFL. That's bullshit.
Well,
That made me so mad.
I just
It's-
meant
they
just
have to give it to somebody, so I'm not really bitching. But
You
of
looked
course,
at-
it was a Chargers home game and not a Chiefs one.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
For me, it's just okay, we can pretty much deduce that most of the fans in attendance are probably going to be Chiefs fans because international game, and we're talking about one of the most noteworthy teams in the NFL. I mean, Dallas Cowboys are always up there.
Sure.
Bears are always up there. But the one to actually talk about right now internationally would be the Chiefs.
Of course, it's gonna be all Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
Come on. But And I haven't actually looked at it. Maybe we have 9 home games, and this is one of them. So, like, whatever. I could just be crying over nothing. But anyway.
But I actually, good that we're on that topic a little bit because I wanted to kind of start with talking about our teams a little bit.
May as well.
I'm curious on your thoughts going into week 3 of the Bolts.
Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl and taking that bitch. But no, I really like them. Nobody heard this, but I was really down on them going into the offseason because I knew we were going to be more or less the same team. Like, we're going to beat bad teams and then probably play close on good ones and lose because we just didn't improve the way that I thought we needed to. We needed to improve the offensive line and the interior offensive line, and we did get Mekhi Becton, but like he was in between all pros over at Philadelphia. I didn't know that was going to be anything, and then we were just running back center, and then Rashawn Slater gets hurt, and I'm like, okay, well, we literally have a worse offensive line. With a harder schedule, we didn't really improve our receiving room. Keenan Allen felt like he was more like a heartwarming story because I love him so much. But we're in week 2 and like it looks pretty real. The receiving room is like it's like a plus now. Like it looked really bad last year. Like it was like just Ladd and then Quentin getting some schemed up plays. We look almost deep at receiver now because we've just been targeting Keenan and Ladd at almost an equal rate, and they're both awesome. And Quentin Johnston is like, he's more than just a usable receiver now. He looks like a plus player. And I would never expected that. I never had any faith in that guy. I hated when we picked him, but I'm kind of proud that he's on our team now. He looks good. And so that looks better. The defense I was worried about because we didn't really make any adds or changes, but like every single player looks like 1 year better than last year. And they're completely like just swarming the ball. Deion Henley is sick. He had a flu game against the Raiders, probably his best game ever. That dude had a 101 temperature going into the day.
Wow.
He said that like at halftime when he was in the locker room, he was crying. He was in so much pain.
Oh, I bet.
And then he went out and got a pick, 10 tackles, and like a game-clinching sack. He's sick. He's one of my favorite players.
Flu sucks, man.
Flu sucks. But I like the Chargers. I don't want to get too high on them because the Chiefs look pretty exploitable now that Xavier Worthy's gone, and who knows when he's going to come back in a couple weeks or maybe next week, and then Rashee Rice will be back, and I really respect him as a playmaker and a playmaker only. Yeah. But and then we beat the Raiders, who don't quite have it together yet. I love Geno. He did not look good.
No.
He threw, I think it was 0 for 10. Or I can't even remember what it was. He had 0 completions, like over 10 yards. Yeah. And threw 3 picks.
Yeah, I saw 3 picks.
It was just because we were just swarming him, like coverage wise, and they've just been really quick to the ball. Apparently, that was a big thing in the offseason is they were like having competitions to see who can get to the ball quicker, and like they all look so much faster. And next thing, Jesse Minter will be a premier head coaching candidate this next year. He's awesome. Our defensive coordinator, he's really good. Even losing our best position coach, which is, I'm ranting for a while, but our safeties coach, who was our best position coach, we lost him. And it doesn't even matter. We still look sick, and everybody looks so prepared. We have like a Ben St. Juste rolling out, and he's not a liability. Like we have Dante Jackson rolling out, and he's not a liability. Actually, it's crazy. I have some high hopes this year. I don't know that we'll do it when we play the real teams. I know Kansas City will eventually be a real team, so I don't want to be that too harsh. But like as of right now, they're just kind of torn up right now. What do you think?
I feel like they always like Kansas City. I'm never ever gonna even sort of count them out.
It's
like,
so annoying that we have to talk that way about
them
too.
It sucks.
Because if you start criticizing Kansas City for over anything, that's gonna be the worst age take ever.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna fix it next week.
Exactly. And that's my big take on that. But I still think that was a good win. I didn't get a chance to really watch much of the Raiders game, but from what I saw, y'all gave Geno hell. The main thing I do want to say,
Geno's credit, dude. That dude can create like crazy.
Yeah, he
like we had some pretty good, even without Khalil Mack, we were getting some good pressure, and he just it like basically didn't matter. We just he would scramble and then try to make a play, but our coverage was just so good still. I know I'm taking up all the time talking. I love talking about my team. And
hey, my two big things I take away from the Chargers so far is there are two good takes that I have had with this team.
I love it.
One, and you'll be able to vouch for both of these.
I know it already.
One, I was right about Quentin Johnson, but I was 1 year off.
Never wrong, just early.
Just
Remember,
early.
folks.
And then two, I was more excited about the Keenan edition than you were.
I mean, I loved the Keenan edition, but you're right. Like,
you
I
already
didn't think
said
it was
you said I remember we talked about it immediately. I said, dude, I remember seeing Keenan last year with my team, and he was our leading receiver last year. He didn't lose a step at all. And his numbers were only like as low as they were because of how bad our offense was. And like we had like 3 700-800 yard receivers. DJ, Rome, and Keenan all had like 700 or 800 yards.
They had their own windows and stuff where they were performing.
Exactly. And I said straight up and down, I said Keenan has not lost it. Like, yeah, obviously he's not, what he was 5-6 years ago, but like, yeah, and those are the two big things for me.
Honestly, like, now that, like, 5-6 years later, now that he's, like, not even, like, trying to be an outside receiver, kind of better. He's kind of better than he was because he could just be a slot legend, and he is. Like, dude is sick in the slot. I love having him. It is a bummer that, like, Ladd was almost so good because he was the only capable receiver on the Chargers, and now he just doesn't look as good because he's getting like 4 catches for 45 or something like that. But like he's still just as good. Herbert's just allowed to throw to other people now.
Exactly. He's not playing buddy ball like he did all year last year.
And when we just had Keenan too, he did that like crazy. And who knew that Herbert was just a good quarterback and throwing to the open receivers? Me. I did. But
that is one thing I've always been consistent on. I never gave a fuck about those 2 playoff games.
I care about them.
No, they're noteworthy.
Yeah.
I have to myself, in order to be able to properly evaluate him, I have to think of it entirely the opposite the way of, because the media has just slandered that dude because of those 2 games like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right.
They're valid criticisms,
especially the Houston game.
No, 100%. That one sucked.
It was a bad game.
Really bad game.
And like
he was way in his head.
I have my excuses for the Houston game, but like even with those excuses, like you could be a little better.
Yeah.
Than that.
Oh yeah.
Like that's.
It was a bad game.
And like the 4 picks too. The last one was an arm punt or whatever. Not an arm punt. It was like game's over. We got to have something. It was really 3 picks, but even 3 picks is a bad game.
No. Especially considering how good he was protecting the ball the entire fucking season.
Yeah, that's the part. That's the big thing.
That's what killed it for me. It's like, dude, that was the like you didn't have an issue at all with that all year, and then that's the reason. I mean, I don't want to say it's the reason the game was lost. It's not all on him, but it's a big factor throwing many picks. But do you want to kind of move along?
Right, I'm.
No, you're good. Hey, no, man.
Anyway,
I
Chargers going 20-0. Moving on.
I love the Chargers this
Justin
year.
Herbert MVP season if we're lucky. Doubtful. But.
Segue here. I don't like my team, but
speaking of Keenan Allen teams,
yeah, right. But I am nowhere near as in panic mode as like everybody else is.
Oh, Bears fan.
Bears fans are just losing their fucking mind right now, and like there is panic-worthy shit going on. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the absolute end of the world. You've got a guy that, and I said this going into the season. And did I want a slow start to the season? No.
Nobody
but
does.
No, but
everybody wants at least 1-1 though.
We've got 100%.
Yeah.
We've got Caleb Williams in his second year with his 3rd head coach.
Yep.
We've got Ben.
You're right. I guess he get fired pretty early, so I guess calling it a 3rd head coach.
He got
is
fired
fair.
after the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah, it's early enough. Yeah, that's fine. I won't contest that.
And then you have Ben Johnson, who's never been a head coach before. I like the demeanor that I see from Ben Johnson in a head coaching sense. Like I just sent you a video in the group chat earlier where like Ben went to the podium today and was just like, we're not even practicing like a championship team. Like he's calling them out.
Right.
Like,
that's good too. I mean, like that's a good thing. People will freak out over stuff like that, but it's like it comes to a point like, what do you want him to say?
Literally.
Like, other than to just be completely honest, and that's what he's being. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, we look bad right now.
And they
Like,
need that. They
Yeah.
need that. It's such a breath of fresh air to me coming from Eberflus. Eberflus
Well.
every single week would just, it's just like, well, it literally is just like a high school head coach one-on-one on what to say to the local newspaper when they interview you.
Right.
We're just preparing for next game.
On to Cincinnati type shit.
Yeah. It's just, that part's such a breath of fresh air. Now, in the Lions game, I don't think that final score is anywhere near like what like the Bears are capable
Sure.
of. That Isaac,
The vibes were ruined pretty quick.
After
We talked about it before
Yeah.
show, but you can rant about it again. It's
just before we went into halftime, Isaac catches that ball, and then we stop the clock to review whether or not we should have stopped the clock.
dude, it was
And
so
then-
dumb.
And then there's a touchdown immediately there. Then you go to halftime. You know, you can, and Ben Johnson's probably, you know, really
He's just trying to get the boys together.
100% trying to inspire. But then you come back out after that, and then you're immediately on defense. You've kind of been getting cooked on defense since the first half of week 1. Like, because
at least
after
the fourth quarter, yeah.
yeah, I mean, and we had a lot of guys banged up in that first game, but the defense in that first half against the Vikings looked great, and I loved it.
I see you were really chatting it up
I
in the group chat. You
I
were
was
like
so
changing your name on the
dude.
on fantasy.
We were we were down how many guys? TJ Edwards didn't play. Jalen Johnson didn't play.
He was out week 1 too.
Yeah.
No shit.
Kyle Gordon didn't play. All three of those, like the big stuff there. Roshan Johnson, that's whatever. I have my contestation about that.
I don't want to get too much on it. I have been big into Roshan Johnson. I hope he gets some serious snaps. Like I mean, at this point, it's just
injury.
like you're the one lone soldier being like, no, I swear Roshan's the truth. But like, I liked it. I hope. I mean, with the Ben Johnson thing, like I feel like he can be at least David Montgomery. When Montgomery was left the Bears to go to the Vikings, to the Lions, I didn't take him seriously at all. I remember you remember that. I was saying, don't even worry about it. You can't pay that guy. But like, he was good in that system, and I wonder if everybody else could feel the same way about Roshan Johnson. But
I love Roshan Johnson. You know this.
Yeah.
Like I've been wanting that guy to get snap. I actually wanted like even with the DeAndre Swift initial signing, I was like, that's actually a good guy to kind of have in tandem with Roshan.
Oh yeah,
and
schematically
they haven't. And I thought Ben Johnson was going to do it, but like I can't really. He wasn't a scratch for week 2, I don't think. I think he technically wasn't on the injury list, but like he's been battling injury all offseason.
He dressed, but he didn't get any snaps.
Exactly.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so that's that. You know, maybe down the road, maybe when we can like fully guarantee he's good to go. But the other thing I do want to say is
that other guy Kyle Monangai?
Kyle Monangai.
How do you, is he ass or what? Like
I mean, from tape I watched after the draft and like what I was seeing in the like training camp and stuff like that, it seemed capable, it seemed fine. And then like
I've heard good things. I mean, I've very occasionally heard him as like a sleeper in fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about all that.
He's shown absolutely nothing. So
yeah. I remember watching that first game. They had him in like pass pro a lot. Like
Yeah.
he was like big time to third down back, but then they started putting Swift in it. Anyway, I'm just like getting off topic.
No, you're good. I was trying to look up like how many like snaps he's actually played.
Well,
but
go ahead and cook. I'll look that up for you.
He I don't know. I really would like to see Roshan implemented a little bit more. Hopefully down the line as you know he frees up from injury a little bit. Speaking of injury though, the big hit, the one thing I kind of am hitting the panic button on a little bit, Jalen Johnson. I'm even seeing
he got put on IR, right?
I mean, I don't know if he's officially been put on IR. I think they're still trying to assess the damage. I've seen people saying upwards to out for the rest of the season, though.
Were you talking about Kyle Monangai snaps? He got 41% of snaps last week. 13 in the first game. That was kind of surprising to me because I saw him a lot in the first half. But yeah, that's crazy. Anyway,
I actually am surprised it's that high.
that's
I stopped watching the game though, so
he got put in for garbage time for starting.
Dude, I
had to have been.
I stopped watching that game. I don't know if I've stopped watching a Bears game earlier ever. It was like 7-8 minutes left in the third, and I was kind of just
that was me. That was me. Game 4 of the Thunder, man. I said I don't even want to watch this. I'm done.
I'm not joking. I did the meme. I went into my room. I turned on Madden. I swear I did it. I felt so childish and stupid doing it.
Dude, no,
I really needed to do it.
We'll see who runs the score up.
That's the first time I actually had to do it. That is the very first time I had to do it. Because, I mean, and I was on my phone looking at the score the whole time, too, and I'm like, oh, my God. You know, like, it's getting worse.
Like, how are they still scoring? Put in the backups, please.
Oh, dude, yeah. And then
like, another Amon-Ra touchdown?
Yeah.
Why?
And it's funny, too, because I was even talking about, like, how much I'm actually kind of starting to respect that guy, like, over the last couple of weeks.
Because he stopped being a bitch.
Yeah,
like,
he's been saying, like, it's all love for Ben, and he's like, Caleb gets hated on too much. I love that dude. And, like, I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm down with this. This is cool. And then
that Ben Johnson hire really is, like, when people in the olden days would just like marry their daughter to the neighboring kingdom. Just like, can we please stop arguing? Like, this is getting terrible. Let's just... Here you go. You can have Ben Johnson, and we can just get along now.
It just should have been Matt LaFleur is the problem. That's the fucking problem. That's who I'm worried about.
Yeah, got to unite against Matt LaFleur. The Packers are really good, which, I mean, if we... Did you watch how much of this Packers-Washington game did you watch?
Not much, but the last thing I did want to touch on a little bit, I know I already talked about it a little bit, but I am hitting the panic button on the Jalen Johnson injury a little bit.
We got so off topic. That's
the reason... I don't hate Tyreek Stevenson. I don't think no, I don't like him.
I can't wait for that dude to not be a Bear anymore. I mean, he's like talented, but it's just, dude, like go ahead.
I still see a lot of potential, and that's why I don't absolutely hate him. Now, what I do hate is him as my one.
I mean,
that's what I hate.
Yeah, you may as well try somebody else. And
exactly,
he's gonna do like an anti-shadow. He's gonna follow their number 2.
Yeah, I mean, that
is a tough loss, honestly. Like,
at this point, I'm honestly just hoping and praying that it's not season long. But even if it's like Joe Burrow timeline, I'm still still really bad.
Right. I mean, that's horrible.
Yeah,
so since. Do you got your Bears stuff out then? I mean, that could be a good segue into talking about some football or some other teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could talk about the Joe Burrow injury. Super devastating for fantasy owners. I got him in a league, and I hate that. I have him in my like more expensive league, and it's like it's almost just a complete nightmare because I'm 0-2, and the last time I was in this league, I went 0-2 and traded away OBJ because I needed more players, and it's like now I have Jamar Chase, and it's like I know people are gonna start hitting me up for Jamar Chase like in no time, and I'm just like, no, leave me the fuck alone. I want Jamar Chase because Jake Browning is not ass. He is capable. I wonder if he's gonna be able to hold this team up. Last time he was the starter, I've heard this tons of times already. He went 4-3 with the team. It was like late season. I don't know how seriously we can take that, but. I also heard that they were like their defense was like 27th in EPA per play allowed, which is like equally as shitty as they are now. So I don't know. Do you think he can go 500 and like kind of right this ship and maybe gear the Bengals for a wild card spot or no?
I think so, and I definitely think that's possible. One thing I did kind of want to bring up about this though is the flurry of quarterbacks they signed after this happened was actually really funny.
I saw you reacting to this pretty harshly, but I don't think it's the worst thing.
No, it's
you just
not.
want a couple dart throws, but it is kind of funny.
All of those names together in one room.
Every time
funny.
They do that, it's always the biggest meme name, like worthy names ever. Also, we went over this in a previous episode. We hate the Bengals.
Oh yeah.
We really like seeing them miserable. We love Joe Burrow, but like, and we're sorry to see him go, especially fantasy owners. But we are gonna hate on the Bengals a lot. Sorry if you're a Bengals fan. I would find another show. Anyway.
It was it was Sean Clifford, Brett Rippin, there was one more that was
Mike White.
Mike White. No, there was actually one more.
We're gonna get 2 elite Mike White games. I can feel it.
I thought there was one more. Never mind. Because a couple got signed to practice squad. Sean Clifford got signed to practice squad.
I think one of those was a practice squad.
That's probably what it is then. Okay.
It's probably just like getting their 2 guys and then one an emergency guy, and then they'll probably cut one or something. I don't know, but
on that theme though, and it's really unfortunate that it's kind of a theme. All the QB injuries.
Yeah. There's been quite a bit.
I mean, Daniels is still questionable, right? Or is it?
Yes. He they actually they even went a little proactive with that and said that he will not practice on Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
So he won't be practicing tomorrow. And I think that's a pretty good sign he's not playing. And I think if you are playing, I don't know, who are they playing this week? We can take a few seconds to do this. We'll fill the void with some random silence. Let's go to my league mates fantasy team and check it out. They play the Raiders. They can beat the Raiders with Mariota.
Yeah, that's doable.
And if not, wait, what are they? Are they 1-1? Yeah, they're one. They beat the Giants.
Yeah,
but that one's gonna be tough for them because they kind of Daniel Jones, Jaden Daniels is their team.
Yeah,
and
that's what's big for me, for them personally. Because while a lot of it was what happened behind the scenes, I think he was a big part of why they were what they were last year. Because I think
they go from the dumpster to NFC Championship.
I think their coaching situation was a lot better than we gave it credit for before it actually hit the field.
They got quite a bit of. Oh, you mean before they? Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really hard because they were getting a bunch of second pick guys. They clearly didn't want
I saw
head coach. I can't remember.
Dan Quinn.
I saw people, that wasn't their first pick. They clearly were in on Ben Johnson.
I saw
first,
people I saw a Commanders fan straight up slandering that hire.
I mean, yeah, it was at the time the general public I think said it was a bad hire. Most people didn't like it. And that might have been there's always a skosh of Cowboys bias in every take. There's always a little, and that's probably all it was. I'm sure that's the equivalent of a Pete Carroll hire, you know, when it happened. But yeah, they got him. They got the coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, who everybody has a negative opinion about. And then they got the second,
just because of his head coaching stuff.
Right. And then they got the second pick at a quarterback. So it's just okay, well, this can't be as good as the Texans when they got CJ Stroud, but it was.
The tandem is just immediate.
Anyway, they're I don't know about them. They also lost Austin Eckler, who is amazing. Just kidding. He's old. But he's out. And we'll see how the rest of
that
goes,
room is already bad.
Yeah.
They already traded. They probably kind of regret the Brian Robinson trade now.
I would be.
You'd have to a little bit.
We'll see how Bill goes, but the rest after that, it's just nothing.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of just guys.
He's already.
And then if we move on to another injury, we lost Justin Fields after probably the worst few quarters ever. And J.J. McCarthy is now out. Same statement. He was really bad. Then we got one more.
Purdy's flipped.
Oh, and Purdy's been hurt.
Yeah. But he actually seems like he might play this week.
I heard he's questionable. I don't know that I trust it, but I think
50-50.
they want to play him this week for sure. I mean, obvious statement, but
yeah. Well, Mac, come on, man.
Mac 10. You don't trust Mac 10. That dude made Brian Thomas an all-pro, basically.
I really hope that that shapens up a little bit because it's not we haven't even started week 3 yet, and that's a pretty big list, I think.
It kind of we always start to see injuries really quick. Usually not this many
quarterbacks is the thing.
Yeah, which nobody likes to see anybody get injured, but thankfully it's lesser quarterbacks. It really sucks for JJ McCarthy, who obviously needs to play more. That dude has put up one good quarter of football, and the rest has been a disaster. And now he's hurt again.
Don't remind me about the one good quarter.
I don't need to.
Nope, it's already on my mind. Yeah, that's something I really hope doesn't continue. Um, yeah, what do you
Stay healthy, Justin Herbert.
right, yeah. Kind of on topic a little bit here. What do you think? And I know you had a huge outlook on this guy this year. I kind of want you to let loose on it a little bit. Brian Thomas Jr.
Man, dude, I went through a whole range of thoughts on this, completely dumbfounded. First of all, nobody talks enough about the week one target for 7 catches. I didn't watch the film. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
Like, that dude got a touchdown on like a rush, and I was happy that he actually got me something on my fantasy team, but this dude has not been doing anything. So then I'm like following his stat line. At this point, he's got to be like 2 for 6 or 7, and I'm raging, and I'm just like, I'm on Sleeper following the game updates as they get in the red zone, and I just see Trevor Lawrence incompletion to Brian Thomas, going freaking out, seeing him go like 2 for 8, 2 for 9, 3 for 10, 3 for 11. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Why? And like instantly, I heard this on another podcast, is you like instantly start going to your biases, and I was like, what the fuck is Trevor Lawrence doing? Like why is he missing Brian Thomas all these passes? And then I see a bunch of posts about it, and then realize it was really just a really weird Brian Thomas terrible disaster class where he just wasn't catching the ball first, and he's looking first, and he was like avoiding contact across the middle, and just a bunch of like bad drops. There was a play in the end zone where he like went airborne when he didn't have to, and because of that he got shoved out of bounds, and it was just a bad game. And I was just rattled, being like, okay, so this is Brian Thomas's fault. What the fuck is happening? And then just this morning I get an update, and it's like, he has a wrist injury. I'm like, oh, okay, well that makes a lot more sense. I can totally get that. But he just got moved to on my sleeper team to healthy, so I assume he's good now. But I hope that explains it. I really, man, I don't know. He looked like an entirely different receiver, which is why I like don't want to just trust it. If it was Quentin Johnston going out there and doing all this stuff, I'd be like, yeah, okay, what, that makes sense. But it's like the guy who was supposed to potentially be better than Malik Neighbors coming out here and doing this. And
Yeah.
he looked terrible. And it's even worse than like CeeDee Lamb, where he like had a sick game and then had a few drops. Nothing but drops. No sick game. 6 fantasy points. Like, or 8 or whatever. I don't know. But
I actually saw somebody attribute it to something different. I was trying to look it up again, but yeah, okay. So there was a really hard hit he took in the preseason. From Thornhill on the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one where he secured the catch, wasn't aware of his surroundings, was clearly focused on securing the catch, and just got rocked.
Yep.
And I was watching a video of it, kind of breaking it down. And it's like every time since then that we see a ball thrown in his direction, he's like double cocking his head, like trying to make sure that there's absolutely nobody around him and stuff like that, and he's not focusing on actually securing the catch.
Yeah, and honestly, that's just probably where he got the injury. He said he's been like dealing with the wrist injury, and like
could be.
So it's probably a mix of both things. You get like actually hurt with this play, and suddenly you're more alert. So like maybe he is healthy this week, but maybe he still has his head on a swivel, like too much so, and like isn't focusing on catching the ball. He better figure it the fuck out though. Like,
oh yeah,
like,
I mean, especially eating up that many fucking targets.
Yeah, dude, you can't get 12 targets and catch 4 of them.
No.
I mean, like, some of those were Lawrence, but not many.
Not
like,
all
most
of
of them were Brian Thomas. Like, and then I feel bad because I do love Trevor Lawrence, and then he goes into this game with like 2 picks, and they lose to Jake Browning, and you're like, what the fuck? This guy's a bust. And it's like, I love both these players, and I hope they're good, but I don't know. They got to get it together.
Well, we even like talked about this when we were first like kind of like recording, is that was one of our sleeper teams that we were talking about a lot. Like we really liked them on paper.
And they still could be. I mean, they're 1-1.
Again,
and
it's
they were playing the Bengals good before Joe Burrow went out, and they could still be one of those teams. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But it's just the biggest thing, and I'm not taking credit for this. I heard this take somewhere else too, but it's like, it's just it's another year of just dropped balls for the Jaguars, which has been a problem for like 3 years now. And like you find like it was one thing when it was happening with like Christian Kirk and Gabe Davis, but like now it's Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter, and you're still having fucking drop issues.
Yeah.
And your most consistent receiver is De'Ami Brown, and come on, dude. It's just they got to get it together.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Well, you can't even blame it on coaching.
No, and Lee Cohen looks great.
Exactly.
The stuff is still there. ETN already looks like a new man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know. I was a little shocked about the whole Tank Bigsby situation that happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, they clearly...
Oh, dude, and you may as well drop him. I saw you were keeping him as like a handcuff. I completely forgot that they have AJ Dillon now.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, and he's getting snaps over him. So it's like
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I watched him play in the last game, and I was like, wait, is Tank not gonna touch the field?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy, but yeah, I mean, staying in Division 2, I like kind of almost a complete counter shock, like of what we were talking about, is like the Colts. I mean,
oh my god,
I know you
hometown in our beloved city of Indianapolis, and I'm the hater.
I mean, I'm not saying it's for real. That's
sure.
not. I'm just. It's kind of crazy that it's looked like it is so far,
yes.
though.
I think the appropriate over-under is like, is this Sam Darnold, where like he might get you to the playoffs and then collapse? And like he easily could be. And like again, it's from another podcast. I heard this. I have no faith in Daniel Jones as a quarterback. That man sucks at quarterback, and I'm probably not gonna change my mind on that, no matter what happens this year. The Colts receiving core is nasty.
Oh yeah,
like I did not account for that at all. I was just like, if you would have been like, okay, we're gonna put this like professional quarterback who's gotten like several years of snaps in, but this time we're actually going to give him an offensive line that can protect, and we're going to give him maybe 3 receivers that can actually separate, and one of the best young tight ends in the league. Like, yeah, that guy's obviously going to work. And I don't believe he's actually good, but
it's kind of crazy.
I do believe that they can be good as a team with him now, especially because they were like torching Pat Surtain.
Yeah,
like he was out for a little bit, but then he came back. But they were actually throwing like at him and beating him, and that's kind of crazy, man. I'll give him his props for that. I don't believe it. He still sucks.
Yeah,
but
it's just kind of crazy that this is like the best situation he's been in.
Oh yeah, like, and you think about it too. And the Giants never built a receiving core.
Not really.
They never built an offensive line. So really, me being so down on him is kind of not fair. But it's just, I don't know. I think you get to a point. My biggest criticism is he doesn't want to like throw downfield. He takes the check down too much. But, like, maybe it's just because nothing was ever open. So then when it was open, he just didn't look that way. Yeah. And now it's actually open, and now he actually has time. But I don't know.
A lot of people were down on him after the neck injury, too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get a bad quarterback, and now he's hurt. It's like, yeah, well, we have to move on.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's one that's to be seen. I can't even really have a hard stance on that because, like...
Yeah, my stance is I don't believe it, and I don't have anything negative to say.
Yeah,
it's just exactly. I don't believe
it's just a straight up, like, faith judgment because there's nothing you've seen so far that can disprove your thought of it not...
He's been great.
You know? Yeah.
And the offense has been great.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to watch all season. That division is... very, very weird.
It's gonna be fun.
It's kind of fun because
I love that both of the South has done this, where like the teams are just terrible trying to like fight for the top, and then they like all kind of just gradually start figuring it out. And that's kind of how I feel about both South teams right now.
Well, Titans, I'm completely out on that. I know we talked about
out on the Titans,
dude. Callahan is terrible.
That is, he's doomed to be fired.
I think sure. He's terrible.
They gotta figure something like. They'll find somebody next year. They'll probably get never mind. Forget it. I was Jesse Minter. Jesse Minter is gonna be their coach. And
he didn't
I was
gonna
say it because
existence.
I wanted to be so cocky about my coach, but I also don't want to lose him. So I was like, maybe pull it back.
I don't want this in the void.
Anyway, so Cam Ward's kind of polarizing because like his numbers are like terrible, but like he he looks kind of nice for a rookie.
No,
like he
it's Brian Callahan. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that is me instilling belief in Cam. I think he looks just fine so far. Like,
yeah, he's gotten some tough challenges too. He had to open against the Broncos. Like, seriously, that's just mean. And then this past week he had to go against the Rams, who's no slouch, and they were in it for most of the game. And Calvin Ridley, man, he's just like blowing it.
Yeah.
And he has to throw to this nobody receiver that is like only known in fantasy circles because he's getting a ton of targets. Alec Manor.
Dude, if only they had Westbrook.
Dude, they probably score more touchdowns.
That would help them right now. No, I really think that, like, and, you know, I hate to just immediately insert my team into this, but I really think it's a similar situation. Like, I think if Ben Johnson can figure it out, and we might see media kind of changing their opinion on Caleb Williams over the next like year and a half, 2 years. And I think this is going to be a similar situation with Cam Ward where like I think they're maybe even after this season because of how bad it kind of looks right now.
And you're in the South, like it's always up for grabs.
Exactly. Like I think if, you know, they take that route, they maybe get a really good coaching candidate that's, you know, out there in the void this offseason. You can come back, you can regroup, and then we might even see him start to elevate his game for the next season or two.
When they really get it figured out.
Yeah.
He does take some gross sacks though. He'll iron that stuff out. But
yeah,
there was a play, I think it was against the Broncos, where he like they had this turnover like it was a muffed punt that got him the ball like inside the 30 or something, and he took like 2 sacks that were just so gross that it like they couldn't even get a field goal anymore. Like they had to punt it. It was miserable. I remember I was like a second away from messaging the group chat being like, hey, don't look now, like don't look at the box score or anything, but like Cam Ward actually looks sick. And then like I didn't send it, and then those plays happened. I was like, okay, well I'm just gonna not. I'll hold off the rest of the game, and that proved to be like a common weakness the whole way. But then he also got a bunch of drops, and I really like Cam Ward though. I liked him coming out. I wasn't super high on him as a number 1 overall pick, but I think he has it. It doesn't seem like it. He just has it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I don't have a clean segue. We could go on to another AFC South game and talk about the Bucks Texans on Monday night.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you watch that one?
No.
No, man. I thought it was a pretty good game.
It
was okay.
I watched.
It was kind of boring.
Amount of it, and you know what? And I will provide a brief description of this. This is actually one of the worst weeks for me to kind of really try to regroup and get my bearings about me, because I've been so uninspired to watch football.
Oh, you'll get there. I mean, I get it. You want a reason to get into it, and like your team has to win first.
Yeah.
If you lose week 1, it's really tough to.
Yeah, no, and honestly, even after week 1, like I was kind of fine. Like it was really after this Bears-Lions game, I kind of just took a week off. Stayed up to date on, you know, things behind
scores
the scenes,
and stuff, sure.
Scores,
fantasy.
Yeah, exactly. Stayed up to date on everything, but it was really rough, man. It was really rough. So no, I didn't get to watch this game. What I do know,
I'm sure you did some box score watching though, and
heard
the big stories.
Watched a little film on it too.
Sure.
You know, afterwards. What I will say, you know, and I know it's been talked to death, but I mean, we even talked about it in the offseason. Texans completely sacrificed having an O-line this year. And
their offense looks terrible. It's like,
why'd you do that?
It's,
I mean,
it was more than just getting rid of Tunsil. Like they traded a bunch of guys that were like backup level guys, which, you know, it doesn't look like each individual one. You're like, yeah, okay, whatever, you traded away linemen, but then you get rid of like 3 to 4 of your linemen. Like you're not going to get somebody better. Why are you getting rid of these guys? I mean, I guess the answer is to get draft capital, but it's almost like a complete 180 where they went into the offseason with CJ Stroud and they're like, we're going to get everything to win now. And now they're just like, we'll rebuild instead. And now it's like just, I mean, the defense is great. Like I'm not going to bitch about their defense, but the offense, it's just Stroud and Nico, bro.
Yeah.
And
well, and then like, you know, you save for draft capital, but they're like one of the trades was for CJ Garner-Johnson.
Was that
I don't remember
What
what.
was that for? I don't remember.
It was one of the linemen. I don't remember, but I didn't want to.
Oh, Kenyon Green. That's for Kenyon Green.
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
I don't
But,
even fully remember. But that I mean, even that right there, it's
and
like
he was another one of the, like, I mean, most public opinion would be like one of their better ones. Is like, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
You're just. I mean, the defense is already good.
and you can't
fix the problems.
Exactly, and you can't predict CJ going down, but that just makes that look even worse.
I mean, he's up now. I mean, and that's just he played in the game.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, there was a clip of Baker like talking shit to him.
Oh,
and there was a whole thing too. Baker,
I keep forgetting that
he,
injury wasn't as bad as what they thought it was going to be.
It was like season ending, and then no, it's not. And they're like, actually, it is, and like, no, it's not again. It's,
oh my god.
He's playing though, but
okay, my bad.
No, it's but Baker. He like got hurt. It looked like, but I guess CJ was running his mouth, and he like instantly popped up and went to just go start talking shit to like almost like it was faking an injury. It was weird. I was just like, oh shit, that's crazy. He just forgot he got hurt for a second. And
CJ Gardner-Johnson is like
he saw. I mean, like not as a player, as a person, I don't like that man.
He's like Pat Beverly.
Yeah, he's exactly like Pat Bev.
He is what Eli Apple thought he was.
Yeah, because he's sticking around and still being a capable ball player.
Like he's not completely ass.
Yeah, Baker said something about it on Instagram, I think, and then CJ Gardner-Johnson went and commented on his Instagram and said like something like, "That's cute. Where's your ring though?" or something along those lines.
Boy.
It's like, bro, relax. What play did you make? Come on, man.
That's so funny. No. Football players flexing rings. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Like Jimmy G's got rings to flex. Like, shut up.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sure
Eli Manning looks like a goat because of rings.
Don't even get me started on that conversation.
Oh, that's funny.
Whatever.
But
anyway, like the Texans' offense looked awful. Bucks' offense, I really like Mecca Egbuka. I liked him all season. Or all off season.
About to bring up.
You mentioned, you texted me in like the first quarter saying like, oh bro, you were right. Mecca's the truth. It looks like he's their one. And like I really was soaking that in. I was like, bet your fucking ass I was right. I do this shit. And then like I don't think got a single target until like the fourth quarter.
I did that.
It's okay. Like definitely didn't have like, he got like maybe one more catch the rest of the way. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
He just looked frosty, dude. I was like,
he's nice. He's nice. Really good. They just need to focus him a little bit more. But I noticed that I think the defense started focusing him more because Baker was taking more shots towards like Mike Evans and like really getting him involved, which like that's not a bad decision.
No.
Like, yeah, he's Mike Evans is like in his prime at 31 or whatever, and he's definitely don't shy away from that guy. But I just can't wait. I think next year Mecca's going to be sick, but this year he's just going to have to be like a really good 2, and he'll be nice to play in the flex and fantasy. But he's really good. He's just yet another example of Ohio State excellence at receiver, and he really got overshadowed by Jeremiah Smith. But he's nice. He's going to be good.
Did they just pay Godwin?
Yes,
that's what I thought.
I think they gave him 1 year.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, go ahead and say your thoughts, and I'll look it up.
Okay. Well, and the reason I brought it up is I'm actually like, even after watching what I've seen of him, I'm not scared for when Godwin's back in the rotation. I think it was 3 years.
It was 3 years.
That's what I thought.
That's insane.
I didn't want to say it before you.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, I thought it was that's why. That's
crazy.
That was my whole argument to you when you were talking about Buka. I was like,
I had no idea.
3 years. Yeah.
Like, I just heard that he went back, and I was like, whatever.
No, it was a decent-sized contract.
Man,
like,
they shouldn't have done that.
No, 100%. But
that might age terribly. But like, I guess they signed it before drafting Buka.
Exactly.
They don't know he's going to fall to you. I thought the Chargers were going to be able to get Buka. He was my favorite target this year for the Chargers, and then he went way earlier than that. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine, I guess. But I like him a lot. I think he'll be sick.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Texans aren't doing shit. They're 0-2 right now, and I disrespected Baker too. I don't think he's like a that guy type guy, but yeah, he's better than what I thought. He's got that like dog in him. Like I liked him, as a player, and I was rooting for him to succeed because I like him. I didn't. He's more than what I thought he was. He's good.
I love Baker.
Yeah, he's got a certain energy that, like, even though he's not one of the best guy, I think he can totally be like a Jalen Hurts and win the Super Bowl on a team that's really good.
Yeah.
He's not gonna throw it away or anything.
No,
like that.
exactly.
And I think the Bucks also have a pretty like confident grab on the South. I think they really it's like theirs to lose. They look really good.
Well, I mean, look at the Saints situation. I mean,
don't make me.
Yeah, right. The Panthers situation. I mean,
God, that's gross too.
And then like the Falcons, like we thought that was going to be kind of an awakening, and like, I mean,
they look good too. I mean, they played the Bucks really close, and it took a missed field goal that Younghoe really should have made. Like, yeah, and then
the Vikings game though, they didn't.
Oh, I thought they looked pretty good in the Vikings
looked
game.
Solid, but I actually think I come away from that game thinking more of like, wow, the Vikings actually suck, than more so, wow, the Falcons actually look really good.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Falcons were more just like, hey, this looks like the capable football team that was built. Like, you're right. Michael Penix is pretty, like, he's playable, and he's a good, decent quarterback, and you got weapons, and Bijan Robinson is like the guy where he's supposed to be, and like Kyle Pitts is like serviceable again, and like but like my biggest takeaway is they look like they actually have a fucking pass rush now. Yeah, they haven't had in like a gajillion years, and people talked about and said they like spent too much in the draft to get this, and I think that's probably technically true. They traded away a lot to get these two guys, but like they said, fuck this, we're gonna get two guys and we're gonna have a pass rush. I think they got like 6 sacks, which it's JJ. He probably was taking his sweet ass time. Yeah, but it's just like most of the time the Falcons in this type of situation they'd be like, oh well, this offense is gonna be terrible. They're gonna have to eat, and then they get like 2 sacks and like lose the game. But I don't think they're that team anymore, and I don't know. And also, they have a couple safeties that look nasty.
Kind of crazy that they could get all that on JJ, and Montez could do nothing all game.
I mean, yeah. But Deo made some plays, right?
Yeah, he looked better week 1.
I think everybody did.
That's fair point. That's fair point.
Except for Roma Dunze, my goat.
Yeah, I won't put that guy on the bench the rest of the year.
No, you shall, dude. Play that man every week.
Even if he gets a point, I'm not benching him.
No, you shouldn't. Like, once you see a guy hit like damn near 30, you're like, okay, well.
And like it wasn't like a full fluke game either. Like it just genuinely looked like he was playing well.
Yeah, for sure. He's sick. I really
I'm starting him.
You know this already. I really wanted him.
Yeah,
I wanted to draft him at 5 when we took Joe Alt. Obviously, I'm cool with Joe Alt. That dude's a monster.
Yeah,
but I really wanted a Dunze, and then we got Ladd, so I'm happy with it anyway. But like,
exactly,
I loved Rome. I thought he could be better than Neighbors, but Neighbors is insane. So
yeah,
sadly, that's not.
I think later in their careers it might be a toss up, but we'll see.
I mean,
you never know.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I do like. Well, and my point is more just like Neighbors looks nasty. Oh, yeah, and if you want to talk about that game, we could talk about the Cowboys' incredible win.
Yeah,
40-37. I think it ended up being
the final score. I remember the
man. I streamed their fucking defense. Fuck, man. Aaron totally called me out on overthinking, and I knew like. I was about to do it, and I was getting that like initial like anxiety feeling of like, oh, they're gonna think I'm dumb. I did this twice this morning, and I was like, oh no, they're not gonna do this. Shut up, just pick up the team. And then Aaron goes to the chat and says, "Not Damon overthinking Sunday morning." I was like, no, that's totally what I'm doing. Leave me alone. And then Cowboys got 1 point on defense, and the Cardinals instantly scored a defensive touchdown. The team that I picked up and then dropped to play the Cowboys instead.
Hey,
and
Bears went -4.
That's terrible.
And I had to drop them for the Packers.
That's painful.
It's very painful. But you know what? We're out here. We're trying to win a fucking game. we're
trying to get a chip.
I will immediately drop them. Even if they score me 50 points. I'm dropping them.
Just trying to win 1 week. And then we're done.
We're fucking done.
We're out of here.
Oh, man.
But anyway, Cowboys defense looks awful. Like kudos to Russ and whatever, but like those DBs were getting the asses cooked.
It's kind of crazy how like, and I know it's not just the one move, but like
it kind of is.
The Micah Parsons, like Cowboys defense looks disgustingly bad, and Packers defense tenfold better from last season.
It's crazy because like the Cowboys DBs are like, oh, y'all kind of suck, no lie, and then you look at the Packers and they're like, wait, they got rid of Jair and their corners are kind of locking down. What's happening? And then like it kind of is just the Parsons deal, and man, I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. We don't even have to talk about this too long. Stupid ass deal. The Cowboys shouldn't have done it. Just pay the guy. I don't care what it costs. Like,
no,
I get it that would be like 65% of your salary cap or whatever. I don't think it matters. Like he makes an entire defense look solid on his own.
Yeah,
and you just can't find that easily.
I hate when people post sack numbers with Micah Parsons. It's like, dude, shut.
Dude, you just don't get it.
Yeah, like
that dude's wrecking all the time, and his run defense is really good, and like. It's the last time this kind of trade happened, it was Khalil Mack, and the Bears went from like 5-12 to coach of the year in a playoff team, and it's like the Packers were already like at least like they had like some pieces around, but like him and the mixture of like Edgerrin Cooper are just nasty. Like
there were a lot of Bears fans that like as soon as that deal went down said, oh, well, I don't understand why there's Bears fans.
Back injury.
Yeah, no, they were genuinely like, I don't know why Bears fans want to do this. Don't you realize what happened last time? Like when we traded for Khalil Mack.
You got a deep
the greatest team we've had since the last Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, dude, like that team was nasty. That defense was so fun to watch.
Yeah,
you don't get that too often. Like even with elite defenses, you don't like the way you don't turn games on to watch the defense the way you did with the Bears when they traded for Khalil Mack, the way you do with any team. Even the Broncos, you're turning it on to see if like Bo Nix does something, and like it's Packers are going to be unreal.
That was a dumb take, and then like that immediately puts me in the thinking of like, you know, like are they going to continue this like yeah, we ended the streak, whatever, but like. If this is their team going forward and this is our team going forward,
who would you rather have? Like,
if we don't have the improvements that I'm hoping we're going to make as this season progresses and even, you know, coming into next season, I'm scared they're going to start another 10-game streak.
Yeah, dude, it's rough.
I don't know. It is what it is. I'm very high on the Packers.
Me too. I wish I weren't. They're a good organization, man.
They are.
It's upsetting, but they do all the right stuff, and it's hard to watch.
They've got it figured out, man. And I'm huge on LaFleur. I'm not massive on Jordan Love. I think he's a very good quarterback. I think he's, you know, like he's in the topper level of teams in the NFL. Or
he's top half, 100% sure. Like, and he's 100%. Pushing top 10, but like. You just think about
is low.
If you're using the same Khalil Mack conversation, though, it's like, who would you rather have, like
him or Mitch?
Khalil Mack, Mitch Trubisky, or Jordan Love? Like, it's like twice as much, and like they're just gonna be good.
Yeah, well, exactly. The one thing I don't like about Jordan Love, I never love quarterbacks that can just straight up lose you the game.
Yeah, I mean, he slings it. I don't know that he like.
It doesn't necessarily like fully lose you the game, but he can be a heavy proponent as to why you did.
He has some sloppy moments, but I don't know that he does have some games like that. I think more often than not, his ability to like not take sacks is really good, and I'm not super negative on interceptions usually.
No,
but I know that's just kind of like a me take rather than everybody else. But like usually picks, as long as they're not like dumb pick sixes, I'm usually kind of okay on those.
Yeah.
And I think sacks are like just as equally drive killers. And he avoids those like really well.
That's a very fair point. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think he's so appropriately rated because he's hated like crazy. He gets loved like crazy, and then there's a lot of people that are right in the middle, and I think that's where you need to be.
I do feel like people give him that like Trevor Lawrence treatment where they just kind of like they slap the franchise quarterback tag on him, and they're just like, "Yep, he's just as good as the rest of them." Like, he probably isn't like that, but you know, you sit in that like Trevor Lawrence, Kyler tier. Like, he's not quite the like Justin Herbert, Matt Stafford tier, but yeah, I think he's at the
higher level of that tier, the initial tier you're talking about. Is that like
there's
the
that like tier
level
drop off, and then he's better than those guys. But
exactly, yep,
yeah,
no, definitely like him. and I'm sad that we have to play him twice a year.
Yeah, with that defense, I would hate that too.
Yeah.
Think the only other serious topic we were talking about was game of the week, and that's Eagles Chiefs. I watched this instead of Lions Bears for the most part.
Good.
Wait, was it like
No, this was the midday game.
I watched this instead of Colts Broncos.
Yeah.
I had the split screen on, and like I just had the sound on Eagles Chiefs the whole time, and then was like, for whatever reason, I was like watching the Colts game, but like not listening to it. And but like it was this game was super boring, and both teams looked like they kind of had a bit of a fall off. The one note about the Eagles is they run like a super limited offense nowadays. Like it's almost like Nick Sirianni made the joke that they're just gonna run the tush push into the dirt. They fucking mean it. Like it's almost like they're setting themselves up to get a tush push, and it's just really messy, and it's just like too much running, and Hurts just really isn't like throwing at all. Like, what is the game plan for this Eagles team?
Yeah, I actually wanted the numbers on this. 22 attempts, 15 completions, 101 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
And his pass chart's atrocious. Like, it's like the one Jahan Dotson throw, and and just a bunch of nonsense.
Everything in the flat.
and there's like a lot of rhetoric right now about like officiating with the tush push too, and it's like they're gonna start getting calls. Like the way people are talking about it, they're gonna start calling these penalties on them, and it might get messy if they keep trying to do this shit. Because like suddenly you're not even in tush push range. You're at like 3rd and 6, and like that makes a big difference.
Yeah. Well, in my thing, I have been fine with the tush push, but like,
yeah, I mean, I'm not a hater.
I saw one take, this past week though, where one of the refs said we can't even officiate it properly, and then they went on to talk about how like, defense is always in the neutral zone.
Yeah.
Offense always false starts.
Yep.
Like we're just like,
and like
you can't even
look at
officiate
the review for it, and you like can't even see where the ball's at.
No.
Like, how do you even like officiate that shit? It's
No.
like QB sneak was this thing that just happened every now and then that you just had to like. But now it's like a play you have to officiate like every drive or every other drive.
Multiple times a drive.
It's just getting. And I love Eagles and the Eagles and Hurts and Nick Sirianni and all those guys. I'm not hating on the Eagles. It's just it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
And it becomes an officiating nightmare. And I've always said that they should do something about this. Not just because it's unstoppable, just because of all this stuff. Like the safety and like the you could clearly have an advantage over the defense. And I know that not any team can do it, but it's just so messy, and they're clearly taking advantage of it at this point. And
yeah. I would have even said they were last year. I mean,
oh yeah, they really were. But like now, like I said, it's like they want to.
It's like
now.
built around it.
Yeah, it's like they're becoming like a caricature of themselves. It's like we're just gonna do the tush push, and it's outrageous.
I wonder if it's just because it's like, oh, we're coming off a Super Bowl win, and this was
they're like victory lapping.
This was
or
the
something.
one thing that like set us aside from teams is that we did
their
this.
superpower.
So it's like, let's now scheme around it, and it's like,
just get into 3rd and short, and we'll tush push.
Yeah,
Hurts is gonna get hurt one of these days.
Oh, dude,
like he has.
He's gonna get. Well, somebody's gonna get Chris Jones.
Yeah,
right?
somebody's gonna like step on him.
Somebody's
or
gonna straight up just get pissed and take a fine and a suspension to fuck him up or something.
That was a really funny exchange, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like Chris Jones was right to be like, bro, this dude didn't even get 100 yards, but like Hurts just being like, bro, we won the damn game, shut your ass up. Like that's funny as fuck. I loved that.
I love both sides on that, because Chris Jones, like you said, he's not wrong. Like,
no, he's completely right.
Nothing.
And at that point, we could talk about the Chiefs too, and I'll talk about them a little bit. They they got no offense at all right now. It's just mid running. The receivers can't separate. Kelsey's clearly old, and it's just like 3rd down scrambles from Mahomes. He's the hero balling. It's hard to watch, and you hoped they had something with Xavier Worthy, but now he's out, and
they are what we thought they were gonna be after Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, dude, that's so accurate.
It's like,
especially like they have
finally happened.
They're throwing deep balls to fucking Tyquan Thornton, dude.
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
This is
they
what
look
everybody
bad.
thought they were immediately going to be after Tyreek Hill, and it's like, we're what?
People are saying that they should like trade for Tyreek Hill, and I don't think they're actually going to trade him, but it's just, man,
I don't
they're
think Miami's
ugly,
trading him.
and the defense is just, it's not as good as it once was. I didn't think the loss of a corner, L'Jarius Sneed.
L'Jarius Sneed, yes.
I didn't think that was going to take the same toll that it did.
Titans.
Everybody looks worse.
Oh,
McDuffie's still really good. They have some linebackers like Leo Chenal that's really good, but like, and Drew Tranquil is my fucking boy. I love Drew. He's kind of a one-trick pony, but he does that trick so well. I just don't even care.
He's good.
But I don't know, man. Like, it always comes down to like, we just not gonna count out the Chiefs because of the fucking Chiefs. But if this were any other team, they'd be getting their power ranking spot would be low as hell.
Dude, they would be like,
if this was
28th.
like the Bryce Young Panthers,
dude.
like not getting anything open and just having to scramble, and they're 0-2, and defense looks like they'd be 25th in power rankings, but they're probably sitting at like 4 or something.
I'm actually curious to see where they're at. We're thinking ESPN power rankings.
Yeah, go ahead and do
ESPN NFL power rankings. Me personally, I would put them like literally like 15th.
Right, yeah, somewhere around there. Like, if I think it'd be easier to go by like conference. Yeah, you probably put like the Bills, Ravens over them. I mean, obviously, you'd put the Chargers over them at this point, and they probably end up being like the 5th, 6th best team in the AFC for power rankings, but like only because they're the Chiefs.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Only
Power
because Andy
rankings
Reid
are
and Pat
supposed to
Mahomes.
be unbiased, and they're supposed to be simply based on what they've done so far and what the outlook is.
Right.
And if you took it just at that, yeah, I would say like 15th, like just in that upper rung.
Right, because
they've got a multi-MVP
they still have Mahomes.
quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's not wanting to. Oh, ESPN's glitching out for me. Well, they're not in the top 4. Buffalo Bills, Eagles, Packers, Ravens, Lions, and then number 6 says loss, but that's I'm gonna guess Chargers.
Yeah.
For 6, but yeah, I mean, I would put him just in that top half based off of that shit, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. You can't count out Andy Reid.
Chargers taking the division.
That would be.
I hope, man. This is.
So
I think
crazy.
I heard. I was listening to Hops at Pops, Daniel Popper's podcast for the Chargers. I think he said this is the first time we've been on top of the division by ourselves since like 2009.
Dude,
like, it has just been all Chiefs, all Broncos, in that whole span, and. I'm just gonna. I know we're 2-0, and it doesn't actually matter. I'm gonna enjoy it while we can. We have a really hard schedule, but part of that hard schedule was opening up with the Chiefs. So if we go and beat the Broncos and go 3-0, like we really might have a good season. But anyway, I don't want to get on another Chargers tangent.
Cool.
I think we could take a break for a minute and then maybe get to some more topics after that.
Yep.
I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. We kind of talked it over. We're going to do some Game of the Weeks previews, just talk about a few games. We don't want to go over everything because, to be honest, this slate is fucking awful. Like, these games
pretty
look
bad.
terrible. We got, like, we're banking on, like, Chiefs-Giants.
And we're still early on in the season, too. So, I mean,
Sure.
some of these might look a little bit better later on in the year.
Absolutely.
Like this Commanders-Raiders, that's one that we're not actually going to be talking about, that I think that one later in the year could look really good.
But as Baby Genti versus Marcus Mariota.
Yeah,
but good. If this happened week 15, we might look at it differently. But
yeah, for sure. But getting into it, Rams Eagles. I think this is a good one.
This is the one. We got a playoff rematch, and this was like a really close game in the playoffs. Like one that was making people kind of concerned about the Eagles, but obviously they dominated and won the Super Bowl, and it kind of just made it look like the Rams might be that much better. And I think they're there. I mean, Puka's a monster, can't be stopped. Kyron, please come back. We need you. Sincerely, fantasy owners. Please come back.
The one big thing with this team is Well, I actually really loved the idea of their receiving room last year. Well,
Puka
actually,
and Adams. Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, you mean Puka and
Last year
Cup?
and the year before, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like I thought that was really cool. You had your vet in there that is really reliable for a certain gameplay
Yeah.
style, and then you've got like kind of your wild card with Puka. Like
He's just a little
he's a
everything.
specimen,
He doesn't
dude.
like really excel in anything, but he's just so good
He's
at
solid.
everything.
He's
Like,
solid. And then now I almost think you kind of improve that where you still have that vet mentality with Tay, but
you get it in a more valuable spot because now
Yeah.
Puka gets to be in the slot, and like
Yeah.
Devontae's just the outside specialist, and it's a way better. It's almost like last year. That's like they were like it's like opposite ends of a magnet, where it's like they're both
Yeah.
super powerful, but they act against each other. It just doesn't work that way with him and Adams.
No, yeah. I think this is going to be a really sick game. I
Especially with because Eagles are going through cornerback 2 problems. Like
yeah.
that's their big storyline for their defenses. Adoree Jackson's playing corner 2, and he fucking blows. He's
Yeah.
not doing good at all. And so, like, you got both those guys. Like,
Especially if the Rams can hit early and make the Eagles play through the air a little bit.
oh, it's over.
Yeah,
Yeah, if they strike first, like, it
Yeah.
could be curtains.
But it could be. That's the thing is, I want to see Jalen Hurts put it in the air. I don't think he's as bad of passer as a lot of people want to say that he is.
He's not even as bad a passer as like the concepts they're giving him.
Exactly.
It's like he does more than this. Why are you
Yes.
not giving him these like and like I'm not saying he's great, but he can at least throw over the middle sometimes.
Yeah.
It's
That's my thing. That's what I would like to see out of this game. Rams strike first. Let Jalen Hurts put it in the air, and let's see him kind of shut people up. Maybe
For sure.
That's why I think that would be.
and
That-
they still have the receivers. Why would you not? And the line.
They didn't-
Like just throw the damn ball.
They've
And,
got
like,
one of the best receiving cores in the entire NFL.
Yeah, even Dotson looks like a new version of Jahan Dotson. And
Yeah.
it's but
I mean, yeah,
they just need to look a little bit better.
I think that's going to be a good game. Even regardless, even if it doesn't take the scenario I laid out there, I still think it's going to be a tightly contested one. It's going to be a fun one to watch. But I am a little bit more personally excited for Broncos Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, obviously me too.
I mean,
Like,
yes. And I don't mean
yeah.
that. I'm not even just doing this to hype your team up. Like I remember
After that primetime game last year.
that Thursday.
This
it
is
was
much
a Thursday,
must-see
right?
TV. I think it was a Thursday.
I think it was a Thursday game because we were talking about how it's like one of the best TNF games in the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
It was great.
it's must-see TV
Yes.
after that. That was
Yes.
such an amazing game.
Yep, I'm very excited for that one. I would just like to see a continuation of what the Chargers have been doing so far.
Yeah,
Good protection. Herbert maybe
looks a little better this year.
doing a little extra for to keep the play alive, things like that. And this receiving core looks legit so far. I'd like
Yeah.
to see more of that. Let's see PS2 getting cooked a little bit. That'd be
I don't know about all that.
We'll
but
see.
We'll see,
Let's
man.
see.
I mean, not everybody's Alec Pierce, so
No, I would like to see that as a mild Broncos hater. I know
I mean,
my hate doesn't even reach your levels, but
yeah, it is interesting. The Chargers, while we didn't make many new additions, we look better. Like the
Yeah.
defense looks better. The offense looks improved. The Broncos kind of look like the same team. I wonder if we can
Yeah.
do some real damage here. But we're gonna see. I mean, I'm a Chargers fan. I've experienced plenty of heartbreak too, so I know
Yeah.
that we could easily be due for a 40-7 route here. But I think we look good. As a pessimistic fan, I do think we're gonna win this game. After seeing the Broncos lose to the Colts,
yeah.
Colts could genuinely be good. Who knows? I don't buy it. I think this is more indicative on the Broncos being a little bit weaker than we might have thought, rather than the Colts
Yeah.
being good.
Missing Mac is gonna suck a little bit.
But,
But
yeah, it
think,
does.
I think everybody. And you said it really well earlier, where you didn't make any on paper new additions that were eye opening, but everybody looks 1 year better.
Yeah, you couldn't name on 10 you couldn't name on one hand all the second or third year players that just straight up look better than
Yeah.
last year. It's true growth. Jesse Minter's awesome. I whoever he goes to I hope he gets a coaching job next year for his sake. And when he does, I'll be rooting for them too because he's sick.
Well, it's that.
But the Broncos are nice too, and they got RJ Harvey too. The big thing about the Broncos is they look almost the same, except it looks like Troy Franklin is here. He got, I don't know if you caught it. He caught like 8 passes. Let me look up the stat line a little bit. But they've been like pretty obviously desperate for a true number 2. And they just traded away Devon Vele, which was never going to be a serious option anyway. And like they finally found somebody who could actually get some targets and get open. Everybody was kind of saying it was going to be Marvin Mims, but he was never a serious option.
No,
and
really.
Troy Franklin ended up with 8 catches for 89 and a touchdown. Apparently that was on like 4 screens, but like they clearly want to get him involved, and he can actually get open, unlike Marvin Mims, and made Cortland Sutton fantasy owners pissed. But
I mean that
he got like 1 catch. It was bad. But
I mean,
I'm gonna take Chargers on this one.
Yeah, I would. And actually, did we definitively say who we thought were taking Rams Eagles?
Oh, we did not. I'm taking Rams.
Okay, yeah, I will take. I'll actually take Rams as well.
Yeah. I think the Rams stuff is more real.
Yeah,
Eagles, it's just like you see them play a close game against the Cowboys, who like let the Giants hang in, and the Giants looked completely incapable week 1. They looked awful, and then they play the Chiefs, who we also think looks kind of weak right now and doesn't have any firepower. I think Rams can take this one.
Yeah, I'm mainly saying Rams because I don't have a definitive reason why I think Eagles could take it. I think this one's a coin flip.
I'm really excited. There's a reason it's on this list.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles win. I mean, they're more or less the same team as last year. And Paul,
I think for the second game though, I would like to say Chargers here as well. I just think they can ride on that momentum a little bit.
Herbert looks so confident.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm taking Chargers, and you're obviously going to take Chargers.
I do take the Chargers. I'm usually the pessimist, but and it is bad every time I take the Chargers. I think they lose, but I have to say what I think, and I think they're going to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like I thought we'd win against the Raiders, but that's more obvious. But
yeah.
Last game,
and then
I think this is like the true game of the week. It's kind of hard to say though. It's Lions-Ravens. I think the last time we saw this game, I'm pretty sure the Lions got waxed.
It's a prove-it game at this point for both teams in this season right now. Because, like, they both have one good win, one really sucky loss.
Yeah.
And both are, I mean, especially like last season, even going into this season, they're Super Bowl favorites. I mean, they're both in the top 5 at least.
Right. I mean, they're both like pretty like, and most people are picking those types of teams to get out of their conference.
Yeah.
And make the Super Bowl. I think the Ravens' loss is like almost kind of fluky. Like they kind of do this all the time. I mean, everybody knows at this point that they've blown like 6 games the past several years, just like that they should have definitely won, and they just happened to do this to Josh Allen and the Bills. Derrick Henry had a like super uncharacteristic fumble. Like shit happens, and I think the Ravens are still really good. The Lions, I mean, week 1 was slow, but we were gassing up the Packers and how impactful Parsons was going to be. They couldn't have known at that point, and they're still trying to work out some kinks too. I don't want to be too mean to the Bears on this podcast, but like it kind of just looks like the Bears defense still has problems.
Yeah,
and we don't know that they're going to be super good either.
No,
but the Ravens secondary is pretty banged up. I don't know that the Lions are like so good in the receiver department that they can take advantage of that, but I'm probably taking Ravens here.
I'm narrowly taking
Ravens are like my team this year. I think they're going to be nasty. They're like my pick to win the Super Bowl, so I'm probably going to pick them every single week. And
I think a narrow Ravens victory here. Mainly because I actually slightly kind of disagree with you on what you said about Lions receiving department because like
that's fair.
we were just kind of talking
We
about how
just,
Jameson Williams might actually be legit. I mean, Amon-Ra him might,
and he's always great. You're
Yeah.
I might have been just kind of like confirmation bias a little bit on that one, especially because like he hasn't really been getting involved, but Isaac Tesla looks nasty.
Yeah, exactly.
He looks
Yeah.
really good, but he gets like one catch a game, and who knows what that's gonna be. But
there's gonna be one big catch from the Lions in that game.
he will
like
clutch
there's
out.
160 yarder. But I do think the Ravens are still gonna win, and I think it's gonna be narrow, and I also think I had to check for home field advantage as well.
Oh, is it at Baltimore?
It's in Baltimore.
for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
I
It's
didn't
in
consider
Baltimore.
that in any of these.
Yeah.
I
That was the
probably
main.
should have.
That was the main one I wanted to consider it on. Now
Chargers are at home.
Rams Eagles is Rams
Eagles
away.
are at home as well. Oh man, we're picking for Rams on the road. Both are 2-0, so I mean they're both good teams.
Yeah, I will stand by the Rams pick. But I also think, and again, we're singling them out as like the best 3 games. They're all obviously going to be narrow victories, but I think especially the Rams Eagles and Lions Ravens. I think those are going to be pretty narrow wins. I think those are going to come down to the wire.
Chargers Broncos could be anything, but
that's the wild card of the 3. But yeah, so thinking Rams, thinking Chargers, and we're thinking Ravens, and might have to make a sponsored post.
Sponsored brought to you by Manscaped.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
hit us up.
If only.
Hit us up.
We will sell out.
Yeah.
That would hit us up.
That would be parlay of the week, moneyline parlay of the week.
I've got one more little jokey topic. You see that Kyler Murray picture?
No, I don't know.
Oh, dude, Kyler Murray bought a new pit bull, and he posted a picture with that pit bull in a Michael Vick jersey.
I thought you were gonna say it looked like a PS5.
No. He got a big.
That's worse.
That's really bad. And like Asia, my partner made this point. They wanted to ask me, were the ears clipped on the pit bull, which is the big difference. And yes, the ears were clipped.
No!
This is a really, really bad look that he probably did on purpose to like, stir up some buzz or whatever. But like this, it looks really bad. Like I know you're pulling it up right now. Like I can't wait for you to see. It's dude, like, it's something. I don't know what to think about. It's like seriously the most tone deaf shit ever.
Bro said just establishing my dominance.
No, he's like trolling out here. Like he's going full gamer and just saying.
Kyler Murray apologizes after posting in Michael Vick jersey alongside Pitbull.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I'm not demonizing Vic or anything. It's just like, bro, read the room. It's almost clearly an homage. Like you intentionally post these pictures. You're telling me you don't think about your outfit at all?
Yeah,
come on, dude.
Man.
Come on.
Tone deaf is the absolute correct way.
Doesn't actually like. I'm not gonna demonize Kyler either. It's just so dumb. Like
if anyone wants to join our fantasy league and trade with me for Kyler Murray,
somebody,
you are welcome.
One of these two guys has Kyler Murray on his fantasy team, and let's just say I'm glad it's not me. That's like the most negative. When's Call of Duty come out?
I gotta get him off my team by then, bro.
COD's coming out in a month.
I gotta get Optic Murray the fuck off my team. Get him gone, man.
Oh man, that's rough. I'm nowhere to talk. My quarterbacks right now. My starting lineup is Aaron Rodgers and I think Mac Jones. I think I have Trevor Lawrence in, but he's at Houston, and I don't know that I want to pull on that.
I don't know either.
My quarterbacks are basically Aaron Rodgers and Mac Jones. It's going. It's super flex league, by the way. It's going great, like really, really great. My victory lap for the championship last year is, I don't know. Like I'm 1-1, and obviously that's not terrible, but like I did not score a lot of points in my win at all. I got the lowest points in a win, and I don't know, man.
I'm 0-2.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, it does.
I bet you're still higher than me in points scored. Let me check this shit out.
I actually think I am because
You have to be.
I've gone against like two of the better teams. I've scored a decent amount of points. Both.
You are 5th in points scored, which like at that point, it's like just stay the path. It'll figure itself out. Don't overreact. Don't do any crazy shit.
I'm trying not to.
I'm 9th right now.
Ugh,
Like
that sucks.
me and Joe both are behind Asia, who's 0-2.
Yeah, and you guys went against each other last week.
Yeah, dude. So
shout out Joseph.
Oh, and like Lane is number 1 right now. He did his entire draft in the ER. It's his fucking year. He's so due.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to like he's not ever gonna listen to this, but I'm trying to like work a trade with him right now, and I think his team's gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
But
I think
like,
he knows it too.
Oh, he has to know
Yeah.
it. This guy, he kept Jaden Daniels and Baker Mayfield in a super flex, and then drafted Lamar at 2. He's dangerous.
He's coming
But
in.
and then
coming in.
PJ. Oh no, PJ's actually 7th in scoring. Surprisingly weak from PJ. He's usually pretty set. But Derek.
Imagine if
always
I would have
solid.
played fucking Roman Dunze. I'd be like top 3.
Yeah, it's tough. You know the season trudges on, and we'll
figure
get
it
that
out.
going. But
We'll figure it out.
I don't think I got anything else. How about you?
Nope. I think
Any
we've
last,
chopped it enough.
Is there any like player that's just pissing you off on your fantasy team?
I mean, kind of David and Njoku, but like I expected
Oh,
that.
dude, I picked up Harold Fannin in both of my leagues, and
Let's
that
go.
like he's not like great, but he's getting me points. Apparently, that dude is like lining up in the slot. They're like giving him handoffs and shit. They really like him. So he had 9 catches, 7 yards, 63, and 1 rush for 3 yards in week 1. Week 2, 5 targets, 5 catches for 48. They're getting him involved, and that's kind of like at the detriment of David Njoku, but
Most of the like things that I hate so far are things I expected.
right. I mean, you went weak out tight end. Like,
yeah. I mean, now I got Ferguson in for tight end with the stack with Dak.
Stack with Dak.
Stack with Dak. But,
Jake Ferguson stack is nasty work.
Yeah, I mean, I've had
12 targets. I mean, that was in like a 40-point game. Like, it's
Yeah.
obviously an outlier, but 12 targets?
Yeah.
On 9 catches?
Well, that's why I snagged him, is
78.
because I was like, well, shit. I mean, they're
shit, dude.
at least like with Njoku, I needed an upgrade, so I figured that's at least there, I guess. But
For reference, real quick, David Njoku is getting 84 snaps and then 84% of snaps
Yeah.
and then 82% of snaps in his week 1 and week 2. Harold Fannin is getting hold up. Give me a couple seconds. I'm fucking up. I'm forgetting how to use a phone. We're getting there. 72% and 63%.
Yeah.
They're wanting to use him for sure. But anyway, what were you saying about Ferguson?
I think he was a clear upgrade from Njoku. I mean, Njoku wasn't doing bad.
Yeah,
it was fine for a tight end, but like I want a little more upside.
I drafted Evan Ingram in 2 leagues.
Yeah.
It's tough out here.
Yeah, tight end's really fun this year so far. I would say the one thing that's pissing me off with my team so far that I bought into, man. I bought into the hype. I really thought Marv was just going to be part of the offense more this year. I just thought that was a clear thing that you should do with this team, and it just didn't fucking happen. And I'm reaping the fucking I'm reaping what I sow with that decision.
I'm so embarrassed with my Marv takes, man. Like, I was so certain that he was like the guy, and like I still think he's really good. And I'm not trying to shame on Marvin. It's just like, if he's that guy, they'd be throwing to him.
Yeah, no,
and they're
100%.
not. And it's like
They're not.
5 targets. Like I know
There's
that's
something that's going on there.
You draft him that high at number 4. This guy should be getting double-digit targets, or at least pushing
Yeah.
it every week. 5 and 6. That's not what you're drafting a receiver for.
No.
4th overall for.
Oh,
Like,
it's Trey McBride. You're
what are you
not.
doing? Like, even with Trey
Yeah,
McBride,
exactly.
I don't care.
They could be
Like,
splitting that. I mean,
like,
and he would.
You're talking about 4th overall. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't take Joe Alt there and like be better off if you're just gonna focus your offense around fucking name you just said.
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride. Thank you. But it's just,
Yeah.
it sucks, man. I really wish that they could get him going. Maybe I'm just wrong and he's ass, but I don't think so.
We'll see. I think I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer.
I would.
I'm going to, because it might end up being like
That dude's the most Garrett Wilson motherfucker ever.
We'll see. And I think we can end it on that.
Yeah, I think so too. It's been really fun. We probably talked. I couldn't even imagine like an hour and a half or some shit. And yeah, this is good. I think this is gonna be our first episode, and I don't know that anybody's gonna hear it, but I think it was good.
If you do, we appreciate you a
lot. And love you,
especially if you've
also
to this part.
If you want to give us some money to talk about you, we would also love that. We're trying to not have to work anymore. It would be great. And you give us a little money, maybe we'll try a little harder. But this has been the Chop Shop. I'm Damon.
I'm Aaron, and it was fun chopping it up.
See ya.
Peace.